Yes, we're live. Awesome. So welcome everybody to another episode of Growing Gaming. This is episode 259, right? So we're just gonna jump right into it. We don't want to, be too far behind. We're gonna just jump into intros, and let's see. I'm just gonna go directly down. But first, I'm Delilah HD, and go ahead, lady. Tell everybody, what you've been playing, and give your intro.
Hello, everyone. This is me, Lady Infamous 415, and Diablo all week. I think I played a little bit of Call of Duty, but it's mid, like always. So, Hell Tides, Nightmare Dungeons, Explogs. I think, yeah, just Diablo all day.
Just Diablo.
Mm-hmm.
No, remember we played Call of Duty with somebody. You and I. We played with my little one.
Oh, yes.
Oh, y'all played with the baby?
Oh man.
You wanted to play.
And lady was trying to show her the ropes and let her know that, this is not like a little kid game and we playing, you gotta be serious. She was good. She was holding her own and everything.
She got some kills in.
Yeah. She was good. Okay. She was speaking with us and everything, And she was listening to what lady was saying. This is what you do for the anchor and everything. I was like, all right, she's really trying, trying to play. It's funny, you see him getting a little older, right? So,
right? Yeah. I also remember when Fortnite used to be the jam. Like, that's all she played.
I know. Now she's like kind of off Fortnite. Yeah.
Oh, wow. I hope that's a sign of the times.
It was hilarious because she's like, I don't have room for no games. I'm like, you download Call of Duty. On an S.
Don't do that to that baby.
I'm like, no, she actually had money.
Hard drive speed.
And she was babysitting the neighbor's dog, so she had some money, and she was like, I need to go buy an external hard drive. So we went yesterday, and she used her own money, and she bought an external hard drive. The little, which I meant to bring it up to you guys, which is good. We're having the show. I don't know if it is like this for y'all in your area, but we could not find those things.
The little insert cards?
Storage cards, yes.
Yeah, you can only find them online.
Yeah, like they would send them to you. And then I also noticed that the 1 terabytes were more available than the 512s. Like they're like, I don't even want to have to sell those. We want to make money off of the bigger ones. So
yeah, so and now they got, because I know it's Samsung, right? They typically have the little cards, but I think Western Digital also has the cards now too.
I can find those anywhere.
Yeah,
so I've
only been able to see them online. I haven't been able to find them in stores at all. So.
And she wanted to be able to go get it. So the Walmart near us was the only one that had a Seagate 1 terabyte, and they only had like 2 of them. So I don't know. I don't know. I still feel like we're in like some weird area of like post-COVID and still not getting shit available readily, and I don't know.
Got to add a topic. Let me put it in here right now.
Oh, what?
Because Microsoft recently increased the cost of Xbox Live. Listen at me. Game Pass and all of them. I want to kind of get y'all opinion on what y'all thought about that.
Okay. Sorry, I cut in on lady, so.
No, that's fine. That's all I played. That's it. Just Diablo. Okay. I'll dig a little bit deep. I want to ask about your character too, guys. I'll ask that a little bit later. So, what about you, CHAREECE? What you been playing?
Like Lady, I did play Diablo. But unlike Lady, I played other things also. Of course, Genshin Impact, because it's my crack. Like Lady is Call of Duty. But then I also played Honkai Star Rail, and they had a new character drop, and y'all know the rules.
Wait, pause. It's called Hawk what name?
Honkai. I don't know why it has to be like this. Yeah.
It's HONKAI.
I just call it the train game.
The train game. Okay, I'm gonna call it.
And they released another 5-star character, and like I said, y'all know how I do. I only wish for the males, and the Archons and Genshin, but they don't have Archons in this game, so I'm wishing only for tall males. That's it. That's all we're going for.
That's a little sexist, huh? No,
it's very sexist. And I'm letting you know, if the dudes can have all these computerized females, I'm getting the husbands day one. And that's what I got. And I didn't even have to spend no money. I won my 50-50. Did not have to break open the piggy bank. Your girl is happy.
Well, I'm curious at this point. How many characters do you have
in this game or in Genshin?
In Genshin.
In Genshin.
Yes.
It's easier to say which characters I do not have.
Wow.
But I know I have close to, I want to say 40 to 50, somewhere between there.
Yeah.
I want to say like
the Honkai game has something like 26 characters already available.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think is wild. And they know y'all. They know y'all buying these people. I'm telling you, I'm trying to play because my daughter is like CHAREECE and loves this game. And I'm telling you, I'm trying my hardest.
It ain't helping.
I don't like it. I still don't like this game.
Say it for me again, Honkai. What is it called?
HON
Star Rail.
KAI Honkai Star Rail.
And you're on a ship in space. Like it looks like
a train in space.
You're in a train in space. Yes.
Wow. It sounds completely made up, but you know what?
Hey.
All I want to do is fight. That's what it is. All I want to do is fight. And no, they want you to go run around and talk to folks.
Yeah.
They got the girls with big boobs all the time. And
again, that's why I don't vote for them. I don't wish for them. Like,
okay.
It's hilarious because it's like if they're a little girl, then they have like no boobs. But if they're supposed to be an adult woman, there's like huge ass boobs.
So it's no in between. Is what you're saying?
No, it's not.
All right, I guess.
Yeah, and that's another thing. I don't play with the ones that the little children. I don't play with them. I don't wish for them. I don't look at them. I don't even level them up. Like I am very sexist in who I play with these games.
I'm very sexist in who I play.
I'm letting you know.
You clip that.
Yeah, right.
I'm letting you know. I just don't do it. So I got my dude. He is a healer. So now I have 2 healers and a shielder. So I'm good for a while. I'll probably save up some more gems to play. Let me see, what else did I play? I didn't play any mobile games this week because I was kind of actually had to work at work this week.
You don't play Honkai on mobile?
Huh?
You don't play the train game on mobile?
Oh, I played that on mobile, but I played that when I was supposed to be reading in bed. So I was using my reading time to actually play that game. So
real interesting.
I know, right?
First time ever hearing about this game, like today, right now, ever. So, that's interesting.
Oh, what El Tug? What do you call a male waifu? Their husbando. Same thing. That's my husbands. Those are my husbands. Every last one of them.
No, it's also.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. That's it. All right. So what about you, LBOOGIE? What you been playing?
So the games the ladies have been playing.
So like Call of Duty.
I don't want to be rude. I just want to shout out Dragonheart for the $10 super chat. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you, Dragonheart. We appreciate that. For real. Peace, love, life. I got it.
Thank you. I know. But yeah, so I've been trying to play Honkai. I'm trying to get jiggy with it because my daughter wants somebody to play with. I guess like to talk about the game with more so because you're not really playing with each other. But that we played one night Call of Duty, but like lady said, Call of Duty is so bland and like I bought the season pass, but I don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to be playing it right because it's like the same stuff, and they're not even bringing the good maps. Like I think that's what frustrates me the most is that they got the same maps from the last season to this season. I think they only switched out maybe 1 or 2 maps, and most of the maps I don't like.
They still have shootouts and shipment too, so that's it.
But it's like they've had a shootout or shipment, one of the 2 or both, since the launch of the game. Yeah, like come on, man.
Yeah, need some updates there.
Right. And then tons and tons. It's surprising because I didn't think that I would be the one playing this game the most out of all the ladies, but Diablo, and it's wild because it's gotten to the point where, like, if there's a world boss coming on my lunch, I'm definitely gonna like turn on the Steam Deck and do it because I know that I can. Like, the way the world works in Diablo is like so freaking cool to me because I don't have to invite you to my world for us to interact with each other when there's like a world boss or one of those Legion event type things that are happening. Like, if
everybody just jump in and
right. And like, you already know, like, when you come to the boss, like, if there's enough people to like do the boss, because it's already like people here, because like anybody who's on our server has access to that same boss, so it's just like everybody knows the time that they're coming. Everybody just joins. There's really no communication needed. We all know we all have this one objective. People revive you. Like, it's not like you just sitting there dead and people don't come. Like, everybody knows we all got this one objective to kill this big motherfucker. And
community kind of thing.
Right. Yeah. So I think that's probably like the coolest part about Diablo. But yeah, tons of Diablo.
Yeah, I think a lot of other MMOs, when they have those type of events, they do that. I think, like your World of Warcrafts and
And see, like, I didn't play those games. I never played World of Warcraft and stuff. So and I don't know, is Elder Scrolls like that too?
I think
it
so.
Can be.
Yeah, I think it's the same. Like, that's a common thing in MMOs when you have like world events and huge bosses and stuff like that.
Right.
But that's cool that it's very fully integrated. You don't really got to think about it. You can just kind of just jump in. I think that's making sure that infrastructure is in place is extremely important. So it's good to hear that that's really streamlined.
And then I got a couple of places now that I know they have like timers that let you know when the stuff happens.
Oh dang! You in there? You
telling you, I'm like in there, and I'm like, yo, what is going on with this game? But yeah, and I can't wait for the season pass. And before I was skeptical about the fact that you essentially start over. But now I'm jiggy with it because I get why you start over, because there's usually some type of mechanic that it would be unfair for us to be able to start wherever we are, right? So to just make the playing field level, everybody starts over, and then at the end of the season, the character you create goes back to the eternal world with you. So it gives you a chance to try something different, and you don't lose. Really, I guess is what I want to say. Like, there's no loss in creating and trying a new character because you'll still be able to.
You can still level them up, right?
Right. You can level them up, and then you can always fall back on your original character, right? Like, if you end up not liking it, so
that's cool too.
Yeah.
So hold on, because I had this as one of the topics. I was going to ask you all like where you are in Diablo, but I'll go ahead and bring it to the top since we already kind of been talking about Diablo. Thanks, Boogie. But
it's me alone.
Right. So just quick question. I want to kind of go just down the line real quick. But before I do that, let me go ahead and say what I've been playing. I've been playing this game called Astrogos, which is called Astrogos Curse of the Stars, which is an action adventure game on Xbox. Kind of reminds you of like Zelda. You have like the bosses and there's a story and all this stuff. It's pretty cool. And also Halo Infinite, of course. So those are the two games that I kind of played. I've only got to play really one session of Halo, and I played the game where you play as the tiny characters with the big guns, and that was so hilarious because you move extremely fast in that game. Like you're just to give an idea, your gun is like 5 times the size of your character.
Oh wow! So it's like Monster Hunter type thing.
Well, no, it's you're literally many Halo characters, and your gun is bigger than you. Okay. It's like you got a bazooka as a gun, and you just running around. And it's part of the whole, like, they got these social events or whatever, or social playlists. And so it's something that like the community made, but it's accessible through that playlist. And man, it's so addicting. It's so fun because you're moving. Like I said, it's super fast paced, like extremely fast paced Halo. But yeah, I'm loving Halo Infinite, y'all. I've always have, so it's kind of one of my favorite games. But man, I think that I can, hopefully if the community community can get behind it and rally, I think it could kind of make a strong push. Because infection is extremely fun. I think they nailed infection. So I really hope people jump back into that game. There's enough there to bring people back. I just think that, because of that, Microsoft should really double down on the marketing efforts for it at this point. I think there's enough there. But then again, that could just be my own perception, right? Because I'm biased to the game. I love the game. I'm active in it. So that could just be that, but I do want y'all to jump back in with me eventually, hopefully. But yes, let's get back to it. I want to ask y'all, as regards to Diablo, what's your level, and what's your build, your class, and all that stuff? Because I don't know if we ever kind of dug that deep into it. What's your current level? Because I know it's been a while. It's been at least about a week and a half. We talked about like our levels. Because I think I'm like in the 30s for my level. So I think like 32, early 30s too. So we ain't gonna talk about me because y'all know I'm pretty behind on it. So what about you, lady? What's your level in Diablo, and what's your build, like your character and stuff?
I want to say 53. My build is with the minions and the golem. I just recently.
Wait, you gotta tell what character you are first.
Yeah. What's your
Necromancer?
Okay.
I just did the Ferguson build, quote unquote, on Friday. He put out a tweet. He put out a tweet on Thursday or Friday, and about his build, and his build was good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Boogie put it in the round table, and I was like, let me just see what it is.
Try to build, yeah.
I tried to mimic his build, and his shit was so good. I got stronger minions, stronger golems, corpse, explosion. I still got decompose. I'm just in the same level with Boogie, just lower. Like I just need to get better weapons, better builds. Them nightmare dungeons ain't no joke.
I heard the nightmare dungeons are OP.
Yeah. Like I hope you don't mind me saying this, but like I had to keep encouraging Lady because she was like, this is a lot. This is a lot.
Because they kept coming.
Because we had played one with CHAREECE.
Yeah.
And if I'm honest, I might have clicked on one that wasn't level 1.
What?
So I don't know. Because I was thinking, no, seriously, like I was thinking later I might have, just because it was much harder without CHAREECE. And I don't know if it's because it was the type or what. But we had a hell of a time. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. What about you, CHAREECE? What's your give us your detail, your stats.
Y'all already know I have to deal with magic. I am a sorceress, excuse me. But it's an ice queen. I went full blown ice magic. I started off with a combination, but I wanted to refine it more, so I found a build and I tweaked it a little bit. It is a full blown ice queen, and I am not good with 1-on-1. Like 1-on-1, I'm not the one.
Interesting.
But large crowd.
That's how your build is,
that's my build is. Because it's more geared, because I figured I'd be playing by myself a lot, and so I need to be able to control mobs and stuff like that. So but in large crowds, big groups, I'm good. I'm good. I can pick you off after I've frozen you. I can pick you off the small enemies, because mostly my big blast can automatically kill folks. Just straight off the rip. But I'm loving it so far. I'm level 50, either 56 or 57.
So 53, 57. Let me see.
I'm one below Boogie. Whatever Boogie is, I'm one below her.
Wait, because at first CHAREECE was
not fine.
Again, she's been playing more than I have.
I have been making
it. Yeah. So I know at one point, like, she was like, you 3 levels ahead of me.
Yeah, I was way ahead of her.
But
no, she caught up with me and passed me.
Got it. Okay.
But yeah, so And I'm like I said, like I'm loving it. I just need to. I got some unique armor, and I just need to get better stuff. But I'm more concerned about aspects more than I am actually item power, because I want to perfect my build a little bit more. Unlike Boogie, I am not that keen on the season pass, because understandable with the plan, you could try new builds, all the good stuff right there. I want to play the story content with the person that I did the story with. That is my issue. I know, right? But I don't know that helpful. Like, I want to do a story with him.
No, I'm saying maybe the story content is like a spinoff. Maybe it's not like...
It's not a continuation of the actual story.
Right.
Yeah. But it'll come back after the season, though.
Yeah, right.
We gonna see.
Okay.
How about that? We gonna see. But yeah, so that's my character. I am loving her, Miss Ice Queen, with her poofy hair, all digged out in purple.
Got it.
With a skull in her hand sometimes.
Okay, what about you, Boogie? Where are you at? Where are you at on Diablo 4?
So I am level 58, probably about halfway through 58, and I'm pretty beefy. I can run by myself pretty well. I am a sorceress as well, but I am a battle mage sorceress, which means that I can be in the middle or in the thick of it. Like CHAREECE kind of has to stay out here. She can come in, but then she got to come back out, right? I can like stand and like hit people, right? That's the purpose of my build. So I have a little bit of ice stuff to help me control large mobs of enemies that come at you. But I don't know, I love my build. I love the battle mage because you're, hitting people. I have all sacred legendary or sacred unique stuff on. Like the weapon I have is sacred unique, and it hits like 1,000 per second. So, and yeah, I don't know. I love this game. I could talk about this game forever. Everybody who's in the chat, if y'all see me on, y'all need to add me for one thing, because I'm playing on PC. So I need your battle tag or whatever.
Yeah.
So, but then like if I'm on, like just hop in or ping me or whatever. Like say, hey, you want to play? Because I play so much at this point that I know that y'all will not be available to me. I put it out there to say, like I'm doing this stuff, but believe me, I know y'all not gonna be playing with me all the time. So, but like I said, I'm on all the time. So
I could tell you, like, for me, that's I've been the polar, like the exact opposite, if you will. Like I have to try to force it, right? But hopefully I'll get back into it, because the way y'all talk about it, there's so much enthusiasm there and the excitement, because y'all are pretty much in the end game at this point. Y'all have already completed all the story and everything, so y'all just all
it's a wonderful story.
Story. And
it's worthy of Maury. Like it's
not Maury.
Okay.
It is. Think about it.
It is. Like somebody put like a no context. No, I think it was Diablo themselves.
Yeah, Diablo was my crazy jokes. Yeah. It's really like it's just basically in-house drama that they should have kept in-house.
Yeah.
And got regular people involved.
Right? They have a lot invested in in-house drama.
Yeah. But I don't know. Diablo is a good game, and I wish other these are considered A RPGs, action RPGs with the A. I wish a lot of other ones was more had I don't know. I don't know, something about Diablo just hits like it's supposed to. Like as far as anybody know, I live out here in the boonies. I get cut from the server all the time.
I will say though, you usually can get back in pretty quickly.
Like Diablo, we were playing with the ladies, anything like I get dropped from the game, it literally kicks me all the way out to the home screen. Oh, wow. And I can log back in and I can automatically rejoin our party. I am still in the same place. Like it is that's awesome. Like if that was Destiny, I would literally have to restart at the beginning of the map and redo all this mess over. No. you could be in the middle of a dungeon, like, and I'm still there. Like we was in the middle of the nightmare dungeon doing the boss, and I got kicked, and like I was able to get back in, and y'all was like, okay, well, you're not killing them yet till you get here, and hey,
yeah.
It was, and you was able to get loot and everything too.
Right. Yes. Yeah. The loot that left on the ground was still there. Like,
check this. Yesterday, Charisse and I were playing, and we were playing a nightmare dungeon, and thought we were done because the chest came out and everything. We got all our loot. We went back to town, and then I was like, "Why does this still not have the check mark?" Right. So we were able to just go back in our portal, go right back to exactly where we left. And then it said on the right-hand screen that you have to finish killing all the enemies. So then we looked around, and sure enough, there was some more enemies to be killed. We killed them, and then it was like, oh, there you go, check mark, you're good to go.
Oh, wow. Just like it remembered. That's kind of interesting. Yeah. Wow. Cool. Well, like I said, I'll promise you, I will try to get back into Diablo because I definitely want to give it its fair due. I know I haven't played enough of the game, and my husband says the same thing because he's beaten the game. He's in the end game. I think he's like in the 50s, like, probably about 55, 56 or something like that. He's been playing a good bit of it too. So yeah, I mean, I've only heard good things. So I don't know if it's, gaudy yet, because I think it's still some other games to that has to come out before we can kind of crown it, but it's up there. This is just from a general consensus from everybody and the stuff I've been hearing. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into some other news. I'm gonna do a quick little rundown of it. One thing that I noticed that was kind of mentioned this week was, outside of the obvious, of course, but what was mentioned this week was Ubisoft is working on a Black Flag remake. So I want to get an idea of how y'all feel about Black Flag being redone. Is it do you think it warrants the remake?
Yes.
I was gonna get
okay, the one time my ass was like, be quiet.
Do you think it warrants the remake, and or do you think it's too soon? I'm just gonna give my opinion. I feel like it's too soon. To me, the game, even though it came out during was it in the Xbox One era, or was that 360?
It was 360, and it came out for the launch title.
But they already, so they did distribute
it really the 360.
But they also put it on Xbox One,
right? Because I put it on both 360 and.
I know, for me, I don't know why. I get the perception in my mind is that it's too soon, right? I don't know why. Even though I know they've already. Okay, well then go ahead. Anybody can go.
Okay, so my theory is that it's going to cost a lot for them to do a brand new, Black Flag or continuation. And they know people. I mean, I think Black Flag was probably really up there as one of their top Assassin's Creed titles.
The best.
So I think that they're doing this so that they can put this money toward a continuation. Because they know that they can do this quick, cheap, and easy. I mean, that is just the model on these, where they're not going anywhere, right? Because it just makes a ton of business sense in the sense of we're here to make money, right? So I think that they're doing this not only to see are people interested in a continuation, but we can use these funds to fund the next iteration. And y'all know how I am with remakes. And I've always said this would probably be the one title that I would want. Even though I don't want to play it again, at the same time, if you're telling me, you giving me this tells me that I'm not getting another one for a while, right? I'm not getting another AC continuation story of Black Flag for a while. If that's what you're telling me, then I'm going to play this. Because it was just such a good game.
It was one of the last traditional Assassin's Creed also.
But the story was really
top notch. Well, we do have Mirage coming out later on this year, which is the first new game, which is going back to the traditional sense of Assassin's Creed. But as much as I love Black Flag, love it to death, it's my favorite Assassin's Creed game, I what happened to the remake that's supposed to come to the very first Assassin's Creed game? Like that was supposed to have been what it was talking about last year when they had the big 20th anniversary of all this. Was it 20th? Anyway, I can't even remember. So like, what happened to that remake? Did we decided not to do that? If I remember, they never officially announced it. It was just a rumor. This right here is also supposedly a rumor. But like,
they could have went in and found out that it would take much more of an overhaul, because Assassin's Creed 1, that was a while.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Right, the tech would need much more of an overhaul.
Consuming.
Yeah.
I can see that. I can totally see that. But would I pick this game up, Black Flag? Hell yeah. I bought the 360 version. I bought the Xbox One version.
Oh my God,
yo.
Because I was like, I even tweeted, they're not gonna play me now. But then later, after I tweeted, I was like, they might.
That's right. They gonna get us. They gonna get me.
Depending on what they announce, like if they're like it's man.
Do a side-by-side comparison. We got updated graphics. We got a smoother frame rate. Give me like a more I don't need. You know what? At this point, I probably take it as it is. If it just was prettier, I don't really care. Black Flag is just that good.
I mean, that's why we was getting stolen homes in the first place, and that shit still ain't came out. Like it was a month away from release, and was like,
psych.
Right. We ain't got it.
For me, I think the best part about it is like a remake of one of my favorite games.
Yeah.
But one problem is that if I go on my Xbox right now, I can play Black Flag.
True.
So what are they going to do to convince me to not play this here and go buy the remaster version?
Yeah, like I said, it depends on what they announce, because it's like, depending on what y'all say you're doing, you know, if y'all giving us extra content, you know, if it's going to be playing smoother, you know, stuff like that. Like, I don't know.
Did Black Flag have DLC? They just had the Liberation, which with the first mate. What was his name? Oh my God, I cannot remember his name. Anyway, his DLC, like, is that going to be included with it?
It should be.
It should be. Yes, it should be. But yeah, like Lady said, because again, I think I still have the disc version of this game.
Ooh, girl.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna get a special edition, like a re-release. Give me like
could you imagine? Like if they did a re-release and had like a collector's edition and shit for the remake, that will sell like gangbusters.
Yo, a little statue of him jumping off the ship, bow or whatever.
It's bad. Really quickly, it looks like Sir X-Men sent the $2 super chat. Here comes the judge. July 12th. I'm assuming you mean the end of this ABK and all that stuff, and which we'll talk about that later.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much, Sir X-Men.
I don't know. Are y'all like, are we at the point where we can start to talk about this? No, not yet, right? No, I can't hear you yet. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, sorry about that. My stream has been like kind of freezing, so I do apologize for that. So the other thing I want to mention in other news was, Stray. We know that was a big PlayStation exclusive title that released last year. It's going to be hitting Xbox soon, I believe in August, if I'm not mistaken. The cat game, as a lot of people call it. So I just wanted to gauge your interest on that. Is that something you guys are going to play or nah?
What's the price on it?
That's what they
What's the price?
And not 70.
So my clerk, I don't know if anybody follow me on Twitter. I talk about my clerk a lot. Both of my clerks. All three of us are big video game people. One is a straight Xbox head, another one is a PlayStation dude. Which is hilarious when they start arguing at the front desk. So the PlayStation boy, he played straight and he literally says you can beat it in an hour.
Oh wow.
He paid full price for it. He loved it now, but you can beat it in an hour pushing it once you get past like the introduction with learning the controls and stuff like the straight. There's no talking; it's just interactive.
Yeah.
Because again, it's a cat looking for her kittens or something like that. looking for her family. And again, I just want to know the price.
So,
like, I am the resident cat.
I think it was like $30. I want to say, because I got it on Stream Deck because my kiddo wanted to play it.
Yeah.
I have zero interest in it because I don't want to play a game with no dialogue and stuff. Y'all can talk about me if you want to, Meathead or whatever else, but I don't want to play that. So
yeah, I don't.
There's a lot of content clues. Yeah. It's a lot. I don't know. I don't know.
Like, to me, it doesn't even have a good enough soundtrack to be like no talking. You know what I mean? I feel like if you're not gonna talk, you need to have like great sound happening, and it's quiet a lot, so it's just like not for me.
Got you. All right, so let's get into it. Y'all know this is the next topic is one I really can't jump that deep into, so I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all ladies have it. And that's the ABK Microsoft situation is happening. And I'll let y'all go ahead and jump into that. And I'll catch y'all. Y'all just comment when y'all ready.
I like how she just like called ready. Like she backed all the way out too.
Yeah, she did.
All right, ladies. So this week was kind of interesting. We had, if for people who are not aware, have been living on the rock like last year or so, the FTC, which is the Federal Trade Commission, Boogie probably can tell y'all more about that part because she do all that regulation stuff. I just read the shorthand version sometimes.
Yes.
Their case against Microsoft to have granted an injunction over this deal came to its conclusion Wednesday. Was it Wednesday?
Right. An injunction, to be clear, wouldn't be that it would necessarily kill the deal, but it would basically say that more investigation has to be done before they could approve the deal, type of thing. It's a preliminary injunction.
So a lot of information has leaked out. At this point, I think it was purposely leaked because I'm like, we should be getting all these documents. Like, I'm just the average Joe. I don't know if I need to be reading this.
Well, I think it's just different time, right? Because like everything is available as it's happening, so they don't have time to like spin the story or make sure that people don't get this information. So we literally have people that are listening in and giving us the information as it's happening, which
true. I know that part, but I'm talking about the documents part of this.
Right. So whatever they're able to see, we have been able to see.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, I know we saw some Sony numbers because apparently somebody at their job figured a black Sharpie marker would do it. I figured the movie Hidden Figures would have told us better.
Like, wait, hold on. I need some paper. Some paper.
Right. I can just hold a piece of paper to the light, right? And see what the hell is the saying, right? So we got to see like how Horizon Forbidden West and how much the Last of Us cost. And it was funny because people were like, oh, that was cheap and stuff. But at the same time, all like The Last of Us, God of War, and Horizon Forbidden West all use the same engines as their first iteration. So it's not going to cost as much because you're not starting from the ground up. So that's why those numbers are the way they are. I'll just keep interjecting and explaining stuff.
Oh, no. That's what we're here for. Again. First of all, y'all didn't know, Delilah, y'all know about Delilah, but Boogie is like, I don't know, she's techie. So when I have like tech issues, that's these two people I call and have them explain to me. I'll be like, hey, can y'all explain to me this in like layman's terms? So that's totally fine. If I say something wrong, hey, correct. Or a better explanation, please correct. But, well, not a but per se, but this week has been very interesting with how the FTC's case has went. I'm not really here to how the others say it, but they're not really protecting us. Like, the whole job of the FTC is protect the consumers. It's to protect us when it comes to business practices, business deals, make sure that the little man is taking care of
not harm customers, right?
Yes, it's not harm us like, they're supposed to. But I don't think they kind of did that well this week. If anybody was following along with this case, it looked like, it seemed like they were helping a private company.
I mean, it didn't seem like the judge in the closing arguments literally said several times, where this is not a question, right? How this harms Sony. This is a question of how it harms consumers. And
the FTC can answer that.
Right. I think it was like very telling with the closing arguments that their whole reasoning was, you know, how we're going to not have Sony, right, be harmed in this. And even it was the line that, because after the judge said that, the FTC said, well, if this acquisition was to go through, then Sony would be forced to harm consumers. So that's where the harm would come from. Like how?
But aren't they already harming consumers though, if you think about
it? Yeah. Low-key.
I thought that was like just, come on, like FTC, like what are we doing? Like
what we was not doing. I feel bad for the FTC lawyers in the long run, because you had to stand up there and argue.
You shouldn't though, because like even, I don't know if y'all saw the CNBC clip.
I did.
So like they're saying that the FTC already considers this a win because they have made this deal hard. So their idea is that they have essentially made this so hard for Microsoft to do that other companies will think twice about doing deals like this, because they know that the FTC is going to make it a hard way to go for them. And to me, that is just like beyond a waste of resources for us. Like
very much.
Like it's so bad.
For me, I don't think that what's funny to me is the FTC not knowing basic gaming lingo, basic gaming knowledge on the stand. That would really bother me. Like, how do you not know those things?
Well, I can see you not being a gamer and not knowing them, because again, my husband doesn't know them. But if it is your job to argue gaming literature, gaming terms in front of the U.S. government, basically in a court of law, then I suggest you do your homework. And these people did not do their homework. You're supposed to be a lawyer. You should be able to study hours a day and pick up on random pieces of knowledge to win your case. And this is not even random pieces of knowledge. This is basic, like Google. Like the first Google link would have gave you majority of this information, and you could tell they did not do this. Like, that's why I feel bad for them, because they're gonna have to, like, their names attached to this case, and yet you didn't do basic research to anything that you were discussing. You just basically took what somebody told you, a third party, mind you, who are not a U.S. company. Let's look at that part. You took their knowledge at face value and just ran with it and argued that in a court of law in America. And it's just like mind-boggling that you would do this. Like,
because the whole thing right now is that because they don't know the technology, and it's obvious that people in the government have not spent the time to learn about the technology with Facebook, social media, and AI and everything else. And their whole thing is, so because we don't know, mergers are bad. Big business is should not be able to buy smaller businesses because this is inherently bad. Just offer it. I know that, like, I don't know if most of you guys know. So Facebook bought Instagram for only $1 billion, I believe, right? Which is, this deal is 64, right? 64 billion or something like that for this acquisition, right? So it's not like Microsoft is buying a little player, because I get that, right? Protection so that we allow, companies to grow. So I get that, but this is not that. It's like every argument that they had was moot points, because this is not this case. And then, like, to hone in on just Call of Duty as a whole, I feel like was like one of their worst talking points, because it's like even though this game makes a ton of money, they couldn't show that people play the game for long hours, right? Because it's almost like what all of us Call of Duty players know, that people will buy Call of Duty, but that doesn't necessarily mean that people are playing Call of Duty. So yeah, it's like this case should have never been brought as far as it did, and we're here now. And the only good part that I can say about all this fuckery is that we are getting a ton of news that we probably would not see otherwise. I mean, even Microsoft news, right? So
I just wanted to be over because I just want games, and I think it just shifted a little bit on what it really was supposed to be and what everybody making it to be. So I'm just waiting patiently and hoping to see what's going to happen within the next couple of weeks.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry.
I was saying, like, what do you mean?
Oh, you're talking about with the case being over?
Yeah.
So we can move forward on if the deal's going through or if it's not going through. A lot of people say it's going to go through.
I mean, because and like, I get that. I don't know if you guys saw that the guy who's been following the case, foreign guy, he's like, what's it called? He basically sees this as being thrown out, right? And Jez was basically like, I don't know if you want to do that, right? Because, then that means that people are going to take that for what you're saying, right? You know how gamers are. If he says it's going through, they're going to expect it to go through, so that, anything by chance happens where it doesn't go through, then they're going to, pile on you, basically, right? So, and I get that. And, but even if this passes, we still have the CMA, regulatory commission to think about. And but I do feel like as a whole, this has all been, even from the CMA, has been bullshit. So
no, wait, hey, what is the CMA again?
It's their trade commission regulatory group. I can't remember what it stands for, but
is it the one in Canada? Because I remember didn't they
ask that's UK. They did ask Canada a question, but basically, because I don't want to get it wrong, but essentially what happened was that Canada said that they were going to wait to see what happened, but at the same time, because they said they were going to wait to see what happened, they're past the date of which they could say, we don't want this to happen.
So basically their statement was basically nothing.
Their statement was that they wanted to see how it shook out with the FTC.
But if it's already past the date that they can do it,
now they can't say no now.
But, okay. I just find it interesting. I don't know. I guess I never thought it would get to this point. I just figured that it would pass and or it would not. But the fact that we had an actual trial and now I learned all this new knowledge that I probably would never have if this trial had never happened. We got a whole bunch of new memes out of it. Yes. A whole bunch of new information, like the list of the businesses that would want to sell. Like my one that I always talk about, Warner Brothers. Like, why was that never on there? I want them to pick up Warner Brothers.
Allowed them to merge, right?
Yeah,
you allowed that merger, and
that
now
was
we have all this.
Yeah, like
all this harm to consumers now. But
very much so. And speaking like Boogie said of the Facebook, like Facebook picked up Instagram and the WhatsApp, whatever. That's two telecommunication apps that one company owns. Like the FTC didn't say anything about that one.
I think that's why it's almost like that's why they're doing this, right? So because they have fucked up so many times, in the past, they now want to be more stringent in the only sense of we're now watching y'all. This is like an example case. They now want to be put everybody else on notice that they aren't going to just allow any merger to happen. And that's what all this is. This is all a big, I have spanked you so that everyone knows that I mean business.
But yeah, you spanked them, but you still, there's still a chance you're gonna lose.
Yeah. Because it's not about that. This is about telling everyone that you're on notice. We're not going to let just any merger happen anymore. That's all this is about.
Which is true because like they've already have a lawsuit planned for Amazon.
Right.
That's like going to court or going to trial, or anyway, it's gonna be like in the next week sometime. So maybe you're right. This is just them. Hey, but can you do that with a press release instead of embarrassing yourself like this? Like,
right. That's the thing that I hate is that like I get this is a we're watching y'all type of thing, but y'all could have been prepared and way more prepared than this. Like, it's just so incredibly embarrassing as an American watching this.
Okay.
Because I've only taken like 2 law courses. One on contract law, right? And then the one just on like, law as a whole, right? So very like, basic law knowledge. And they just are sucking so bad. Even their person that they got to come to do their like economic analysis, why would you choose someone who is just now starting to do economic analysis for law, for things like this? Like he essentially helped no one because he didn't want to confirm anything. So he didn't help either side. And one of his hugest points, his whole model that he used to prove that like 20%, his number was 20% of PlayStation users would migrate if Xbox made COD, if they foreclosed on COD, meaning they made COD exclusive to Xbox.
Yeah.
That number was an input number, which means that's a number that he puts in. It's not a number that was calculated as far as that would actually happen. So it's like, so now why the fuck were we even talking about that shit? And I'm sorry to curse, but it's just like, yo, should not be your first rodeo. Like, y'all didn't even come to try to win. Just theater. This is just political theater, and it's annoying.
They just showed up.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. The whole
Delilah had a couple of questions for us.
Okay.
Let me pull it up. She said, if they win the case, I guess he's talking about Microsoft, what would be your reaction? What happens if they lose?
If they win, if Microsoft wins, I would be like, and I'm just gonna go about my day because it's gonna be nothing's really gonna change. Right, I'm not a Call of Duty fan, but now, a couple down the years down the line, when the games start coming out, and these studios aren't held hostage to Call of Duty, we'll get new games out. Again, Cameo, Jade Empire, just putting that out there. I wouldn't mind seeing these studios work on different things besides Call of Duty. I know it is the main breadwinner for Activision, but there are dozens of other IPs they could be working on. So that would be if they win. If they lose, well, somebody's going to buy Activision, and I wonder who it's going to be, and who else has got disposable income like that. So I guess we'll be in the waiting game then.
Okay. What about you, Elle? What happened if they win?
So even if they win, like I said, we still have to wait for the CMA, although there are avenues where I guess Microsoft is allowed to still go forward and essentially say that, so many people have agreed, right? And that they're going to go forward, and that the CMA, I want to say it's either that they would take on their whatever concessions they ask, or everybody else has said, okay, so it doesn't matter, right? It's one of those. So sorry, I don't know off the top of my head right now at this point. But don't take me as literal, I guess is what I'm saying. But so there are avenues where if this preliminary injunction is denied, that they can still move forward, which I feel like Microsoft would do, because this has been like forever. Like, if y'all don't know, I mean, it wasn't even just Phil Spencer and the Xbox folks there. Satya Nadella was there. CFO of Microsoft was there. Like, of Microsoft, not Xbox, of Microsoft. So it takes a lot, right, to do this type of stuff. So I think they have proven that their goal is to close. Like, we're not walking away. I don't foresee Microsoft walking away. And then if they lose, right, they would have the preliminary injunction. So there would be more investigation, and this would like draw out more. And I think that that's more of a question mark there. So if they lose, more money is going to be spent from Microsoft to get this deal done, and it would be you would know for sure if they're going to stand the test of time. I guess, like, are they going to let this deal go? I just don't foresee it. It would have to really draw out, and the way the FCC is acting right now, I don't feel like drawing it out would be in their benefit either, because y'all don't know shit. So,
okay. For me, if they win, I'm just gonna be waiting down the line, like Cherise said, just wait till them games come out. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh.
All right.
I'm sorry. If they win, I just want to see their games come out right. If they lose, they're gonna find. It's hypothetical. I think they're gonna find some other studios to pick up, and I think they had a list out earlier in the week about what they could buy if they're interested. So that's a lot of money. That could buy a lot of studios. But I'm just chilling. Is there anything else more we can talk about the deal with? Any other concerns?
So Don says that Bobby Kotick said that they would walk if the deal is delayed, and that has different repercussions. So if Microsoft walks away, Microsoft has to pay money. If ABK walks away, I believe they have to pay money, which would put ABK in a worse situation. So even though he says that, I don't know if that necessarily is going to happen. We obviously know that people are going to say what they think people need to hear.
Okay. All right. Let me see. What else we gonna talk about? Wulong TLC. Who copied?
Well, I guess we can invite Delilah back if we're done with ABK.
Is she good?
Yes.
Okay.
We can just tell her she can come back.
Yeah. Okay.
No,
ABK ain't walking away. Oh, I don't think so either. I think LBOOGIE is fact on that. Okay. Welcome back, Delilah.
We can't hear you.
Yeah, you muted.
Oh, sorry.
I love how you like lean back and sorry.
No, one thing I did want to mention, somebody mentioned Jade Empire. I think Jade Empire is that's EA, I think.
Oh,
EA,
well, cool on them.
But I would love a Jade Empire. Jade Empire is awesome. But as far as everything else y'all talked about, we have to wait and see, right? But let's get into it. Do we got any questions in the chat? Do we got any questions?
No, ma'am.
We didn't ask.
We didn't ask for any questions. All right, so y'all get your questions ready. Question your question, and we'll go ahead and roll into tidbits. If y'all got any tidbits, we can just jump to those.
Oh, I got a tidbit.
Okay.
Secret Invasion started last week. I watched the first episode. Yeah. I need to watch the second episode this weekend.
Ooh, okay.
No spoilers, but it is giving me Winter Soldier vibes. Like, this is spy thriller.
Yeah. Like, this is not like action.
This is not like Captain America and the White Wolf. This is you gonna have to pay attention to the dialogue.
Gotcha.
And you gonna have to miss. It's probably stuff ain't gonna totally make sense. Just a few episodes down the line. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's giving Winter Soldier vibes. So I'm thinking it so far.
Doing a reveal at the end of each episode.
Yeah. So like after credit kind of thing?
No.
Okay.
Like, at the end of the first episode, it was like, bam, that just happened, and it was.
I text Boogie. Right. I was like,
right. And at the end of the second episode, I was like, damn.
So how many episodes is out right now?
Just two.
Okay.
But
yeah, I think a lot of people are waiting to it builds up before they watch, because but I had time, I think, at lunch last week to catch the first episode, so I'm gonna try to catch this one this weekend. But yeah, if you like Winter Soldier, here you go. That's the closest. Yeah.
My tidbit is Arcane. I was been watching it last night. It is so
the show Arcane. Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
It's a League of Legends type thing.
Summer?
Yeah. I watch it now.
Okay.
Don't feel bad. My daughter's watched it like 3 times.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
I've only seen like the first episode. So.
Oh, what?
Arcane.
You only watched the first episode?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I only watched like the first 2. It was okay.
I just want to point out the music now.
Yeah, the music was
awesome. Hold the soundtrack for that show, top notch.
I'm on episode 8. So I'm digging that. So that is my tidbit.
So
I got another one.
For me, yes, watch Secret Invasion, because I feel like it's such. What's that movie? You remember the Thomas Crown Affair?
Yes.
Y'all remember that movie? How it was just like little pieces, and then
they all come together.
You start to see. Yeah. So I really get that feeling, and I love those type of shows. I love that genre, and I love spy movies. So, like, if you're good, and I'm telling you, my man Samuel L. Jackson is doing his acting thing. He has his acting chops out right now. Like, he is doing such a great job. This is not like, he's acting here, right?
He's seasoned though.
Right. But I'm saying, like, he's out there.
You're not seeing this level in Marvel though for him. He's not coming in and like being a badass. Like he's
he's still showing all emotion. I got it. Okay.
Yeah. So and I cannot wait until you see the second episode. I'm telling you, you're gonna be like, what the So that The Witcher came out. The last season with Mr. Henry Cavill is out, so make sure y'all watch that.
I thought he wasn't gonna be in 3, but he's in 3, so he's already there. This is it though. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Is it 3? Is it like he's doing? I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
all
so
of 3, right?
About that. I'm so confused and pissed. So
Right. Yeah,
so
with that and Superman,
like,
I don't know.
How y'all feel about the new actor? They announced the new actor is gonna play.
Why he look like Baby Henry?
Like, why not? He looks like Baby Henry, and at the same time, Moore looks like the Hemsworths, where he's not that much younger than him. And I thought the whole purpose of you kicking Henry to the curb is because you wanted to do a young Superman. How young is he about to be?
Yeah,
because
he's
him and Lois
I think he's 9 years younger than Henry though.
I was thinking they were doing a teenage
right.
college
That's
age.
What I was thinking.
Oh, that's like young.
Yeah,
right. He said a young Superman, and the photos that they were showing was like
Superboy type age.
Maybe they feel that Henry's just or it could just be contractual. Y'all know the dollars make sense. Y'all know how you start talking money.
What? That's why the Flash flopped.
Right. Y'all didn't want to read. Y'all wanted to stick with your boy and all that other bullshit. So, and then your new head of DCU told everybody, "Oh, we starting over." So why do I need to watch the Flash at the movie?
We gonna bootleg that mess.
Yeah, why? You done told me I don't have to. Wait till it come out because I'm restarting everything.
Interesting.
Okay.
Again, can we please buy Warner Brothers Microsoft? Please.
Yeah,
let me be games.
That ain't happening.
That's all I want.
Not unless they split it off. But I did hear they're supposed to be. Yeah, I did hear they're supposed to be. Warner Brothers supposed to be selling off some IPs.
Yeah, they selling everything else. Might as well. They so strapped for cash.
You say IP, you talking about like movies and stuff, movie IPs and everything.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Wow.
They were selling their music catalog. They were selling. They're trying to put HBO shows on Netflix because
yes,
it's crazy.
Oh wow.
Right. Yeah, they act like some broke hoes right now.
WB is for the streets.
Right.
Oh, you stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I got though for tidbits.
Okay. Any other tidbits? None. I don't really have any.
I do want to say our Patreon winner is Inferno217, aka Mike. So congratulations. Please hit us up on the GWG DMs so we can get that ball rolling.
We probably should start to announce these other places, not just on the show, so people make sure that they.
Yeah, because that's what it seems like.
I'll do a Twitter later as soon as we get off.
Okay. All right. I guess we can roll into questions if we have any.
We got questions this time.
We do. I see the questions. Let me just.
All
right.
I do. Questions, please.
Here's the first one. If Microsoft loses, Sir X-Man, if Microsoft loses, do you think they're going to go scorch Earth? God, I hope so.
Yes.
I want a straight villain era Microsoft. I want 1990s Microsoft to show up. Like, that's yes. Yeah.
Okay. I agree with CHAREECE.
Go scorched earth. I think they're going to continue to buy stuff. I don't think they're going to do scorched earth. I don't think that is. I don't think that's happening.
Okay.
You know who would do scorched earth though? Activision. I can see them being petty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind that. Like, I'm still not getting caught.
All right. Let's bring Delilah back. There you go, Delilah. Pragmatic Eagle, Diablo 4 patch did come across the board, buff all the classes because they realized their skills were weak. Have y'all noticed? Yes, we did. I did anyway.
I didn't feel like we got a boost. He's saying that we got a boost.
We did. All the classes did. I read the note.
You didn't feel it though, right? Maybe we was already OP though, Boogie.
Maybe, but like even so, yesterday when CHAREECE and I played, I swear for the first 40 minutes we played this Helltide, it was not.
No, he's not talking. No, he's not talking about that stuff. He's talking about your powers being boosted. Drops, yeah, that shit still sucks.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't feel like I'm like much stronger, but yeah, maybe Delilah's right. Maybe I was already,
Yeah,
I know. Cause I wish they can like have a way you can set in the settings where you can a tab where you can see how much damage you did or your highest, your lowest. But I've been keeping track of my numbers, and like last night and this morning, I was doing somewhere between 1,000 and 25,000. Excuse me, 2,500 damage. So I was hitting some numbers, especially when it was hitting just right. So yeah, I feel
it. You gotta keep in mind too, if you change your weapon, there's so many facets to that game. Because like if you have the like wand or the knife, the damage you hit will be quicker, but you're going to be doing less damage per hit. And if you have the big staff, then you're doing more damage but slower hits.
Yeah. And if you have a focus compared to the wand, that there's a lot, especially with the sword. So I don't know with the other classes because I think other people especially have two-handed weapons or like the bows and stuff like the rogues. It's a lot.
Yeah, like Delilah, I saw a build for you and I put it in the chat, but I don't think that you looked at it. But like there are some wild builds for you. I mean, you're just like. You're like almost like a machine gun with that fucking bow.
like I've done one of the builds and I absolutely love it. I got one of the, I think I have it's a shadow build and it has like exploding arrows. It's incredible. I feel like it's like you said, like it's a machine gun with the arrows, so fast. And then you also have like at a certain point, you'll get like an explosion and just kill everything on the screen, like completely just wipe the entire screen out. It's just the exploding arrows. It's ridiculous. It's so good. And fun. Like that. It's And another build I want to try is they have a like a poisonous build too.
Yeah,
that I want to try. But Rogue has some nice tools. And I mean, hopefully I get to kind of break it down and play with it a little bit more. But I have to invest time, right? Like I have to invest time into the game, and so hopefully I get to do some of that this week. Yeah.
All right. Oh my God.
You gotta
leave again.
Just kick me out.
I mean, you just turn your face off.
Oh, wait. Remove. Rangy 4. Oh my God. Did you ladies hear the FTC lawyer ask the judge, could he phone a friend? Did he really ask that, y'all?
I didn't hear that part, but that's hilarious. But I did hear the second part that he's talking about.
Also, the judge said that Sony has to make PlayStation Plus better to compete with Game Pass.
Right, because they basically like brought it up for Game Pass or whatever the FTC did, and she was essentially like, well then why can't they just make PS Plus better? Like, what's the problem?
I'm telling you, like,
yeah,
the common sense is not common here. I don't know. Yeah. FTC, I need you to do better.
Yeah, I love that the judge was on it though, and I think that it was very like, at least with this process, right? It's good that they made sure that the same judge who was also already familiar, right, with this type of deal and stuff, because she was already ruling on that case where they tried to bring the gamers lawsuit. Y'all remember that? Like when all the gamers try to act like, yeah. So she was the judge on that case. So she already, had information apparently the information FTC didn't have. So
like a simple Google search. I don't know. Like, come on, people. All right, Delilah, we're gonna add you back in.
Yep.
There you go. Yay!
You probably might want to just keep me down here for a while, like for real. Like I don't look through the questions. Yeah, I can't. Let me just.
Oh my God.
Let me just.
Nah, this one's all right. This one's all right though.
Talking about the next couple of questions.
Yeah.
Also, okay.
Yeah, the next few.
I haven't looked that far down. Pragmatic Eagle again. Also, the before seasons confirmed that you make a brand new character every 3 months instead of letting you reset your like D3. Are you gonna do seasons? Hard no from me. We talked about this earlier.
You didn't say hard no earlier.
No, that's what he said.
Oh,
he said that. Boogie says yes. Her and I think Lady said yes. Also, if I remember correctly, I said a maybe because I want to play my story content with my girl I got.
And I would actually like making a new character and then having it come back, then having to reset my character.
That part.
Man,
that is expensive.
Well, see, that's what this encourages, right? That's why they do. Like, to me, that's why they do it this way, so they can encourage you to try the other characters.
Right. But you don't have to. I mean, you can do the same thing again. But I feel like if you basically said all the work you did just gets erased, I would feel worse about that than giving me the option to make a new character and try something new if I want to try something new, or maybe make a male character now, or do a different build with my same class. I like that better than just like everything you did is dead.
Yeah,
makes sense. I know if and when I do create a new character, most likely it would be probably leaning towards a rogue. I just can't get down with a druid, and I'm not a barbarian. So
I kind of want to do the one. Which is the one where you turn into a bear?
Druid.
And they weak. They.
I don't know, the ones that be coming through helping us out.
Just because they high.
They high up.
So you got to be shitty at first to get like big. Yeah, okay, I see.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, what else we got here? Stitch. Thank you, Stitch.
Wait.
Yep.
Wait.
Thank you for the $4.99. Did y'all notice that the judge told the FTC you already got to win by forcing Microsoft to make all the cloud deals? P.S. Hello, feeling good right now. Oh, Halo. Okay. Delilah, you might want to get on with Stitch if you need somebody, or he's already playing apparently.
Yeah, because he ain't want to admit it, but COD is getting stale as.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, I mean, like Microsoft already agreed to all the concessions. Like, as soon as they said they were, what about the cloud market? What about this market? Microsoft started communicating with those people, making deals to, have that shit shored up. And FTC, like I said, this is all political theater. Yeah.
Oh, here you go. those builds require legendary aspects. We are looking for aspects. Trust me. I'm breaking down legendary gear, trying to, save stuff for later.
Yeah, pregnant. I didn't feel any difference you can see on Twitter. I don't know if you have Twitter, maybe you don't have Twitter, but my build, I have like all legendary aspects. I have all sacred legendary items. I don't know.
All right. Everybody's in the chat now is just talking about Twitter being down now. Delilah, I'm going to add you back, I think.
Yeah. I'm mad he really, like Twitter,
did he really just tweet that?
Yeah. That he's like, so for Twitter being down, y'all, we basically gonna have to pay, is what he's.
Did he say?
That's what he's alluding to. So to address extreme levels of data scraping and system manipulation, we've applied the following temporary limits to everyone's account. Verified accounts are limited to reading 6,000 posts a day. To reading. So everyone you click on. Unverified accounts are 600 posts a day. New unverified accounts, which I don't know why, if you're new, this makes a difference, but 300 per day.
This is wild.
I already told y'all, it's coming. It's going to be paying to be on Twitter. That's what it is.
Yeah, we gotta jump. We gotta get that Discord popping. Well, it's already popping. I gotta jump in now.
Jizzle's already talking like he said something about that, but I didn't believe him. I'm sorry, I didn't believe you, Jizzle. Lord. Yeah. So people, if y'all want to join our Discord, we have one. I think the link is in our bio, right?
Yeah, I believe so. I think it's still there.
Twitter's a phone plan. I'm so mad at you.
Oh man, 600
That's what he's trying to do.
Oh, that's cold-blooded. That's so true. Oh my goodness. I don't want to admit it, but oh my goodness.
He is trying to move this into a subscription-based service. That's what he's doing.
Well, why not just tell me that? That way I can make the option to go ahead and opt out.
Technically, you already did by not doing blue.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, but this seems more strong arming though.
Yeah. It's just trying to force people into it, and I hope people will start leaving. Find somewhere else to go.
Blue Sky and Hive.
Like Blue Sky is trending right now. RIP Twitter is trending right now.
Okay, let me go ahead and update my Hive account. We'll make sure it's still active.
I think I got one Blue Sky invite code. Just one. I think look at what's the that you already wanted it. I think somebody asked me for it. I can't remember who asked me for it.
I had already asked. Like I need them. Somebody.
Yeah, I got you. If you still need it, I got one. I only got one.
Yep.
All right.
I'm checking my Hive social right now.
Girl, me too. Yo, so we do have Hive people. Y'all can check us on there. Send us a message.
Yeah. I don't got nothing for that. That's just.
I'm so this
101 ways to kill a social media platform.
This is gonna be that worse than the MySpace.
Y'all remember Black Planet?
Yeah. Somebody need to do the one with the dude, the dude from the Flash like this. Fucking Twitter's dead 2023 along with fucking MySpace and everything else. Like, dude, you killing us. You killing us right now. Like, you telling us to get off of here. So guess what? Let's do it.
We go.
Y'all, we're going to put the Discord to GWG in the chat. Y'all come see us.
Yes.
That's bullshit.
Twitter is dying.
Unfortunately.
Oh, yeah. That reminds me, I need to post my totally off topic. Should have been in tidbits, but because if you're in our Discord, y'all know that I do not do certain foods.
Yeah.
I just texture, taste. I just never had it before, so I never tried it. So, new Mexican restaurant opened up in our town.
Okay.
I know, right?
Yeah, right. That's because y'all got all them farmers.
They ain't growing. You know what?
They want their food. That's the
I'm
good
going
part.
to the old Mexican joint or the Mexican truck that sells food.
You know, nachos.
I'm
getting nachos today.
It was not seasoned like I wanted it to be, and I tried the guacamole, and it still was not good. I don't know why y'all.
Yeah, but you didn't take pictures. You didn't show me what you was eating. So
I will put them.
I know you was at the Gringo spot eating guacamole sauce.
This is the Gringo.
She did say the Gringo spot. I will put them in the Discord, ma'am, and I will show you what I had. Like I ordered.
Did you have white sauce? Did they have white sauce at the
They did not give. I'm like, why you not? There's no cheese on this. There's no white sauce. Like, what is going on here?
Oh no! So maybe you're looking for Gringo.
Ooh.
I don't know. No, they didn't have like it was no seasoning. It was cooked properly. I'm assuming, but like
you said no seasoning though.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, that's what made me think this is the Gringo spot. But usually, what you find at less authentic places are lots of cheese, the white sauce. That's always the teller. If you got white sauce at the table, this ain't authentic.
Nope. They had. Because if this is what they're passing off as authentic, baby, that place that you took us under the bridge was better.
Back in the day, said that y'all went to Taco Bell.
Hey, yo, we ain't even got a Taco Bell. Why you joking?
Oh God, damn.
I'm just gonna hit up I'm just gonna go to my old Mexican place.
Not even a Taco Bell. Sheesh.
Look, all I know is when we better start planning where we taking her to Seattle. If y'all don't know, we going to PAX. And we have to have lists for places we taking this girl to eat because we got 4 days to get her exposed to some more food.
Yes.
Again, if y'all was in the Discord, y'all would know I don't eat certain things. That was one of them. I tried it. I did try it.
I did try it. No vegetables.
I ate some vegetables. I ate okra.
Oh my God! You know what? Let's go ahead. We got this one question.
Right? You about to have a whole show on why CHAREECE eat this shit.
Right now. We got a super chat from Rain G4. So there you go. That's a good question. Ladies, what are you ladies' dream game for this generation? Also, what gaming world would you like to live in?
To live in? Animal Crossing.
Ooh.
Even with the sky high mortgage rates.
I was gonna say, you about to be broke.
Hey.
You about to be broke. You're farming your ass off.
I do not want to be in the dial.
Okay, I got mine. So my dream game generation, y'all know I love action adventure games. For me, it would be something along those lines. So like a Ninja Gaiden. A new Ninja Gaiden game would be my dream game for the generation. That or something close to that, similar to that. Or one of the XGS 2013 sequels, like a Quantum Break. Like I would love a Quantum Break sequel or Rise Son of Rome sequel like that. Those. So, but the world I would like to live in, believe it or not, just because I thought it was so fascinating and I would definitely be modded up, would be Cyberpunk 2077.
I'm with Delilah.
For real,
I would be straight modded up. Like
Cyberpunk, that world is so
it's dark,
it's
right?
Cyberpunk world is our world.
But listen, I just want mods, y'all. I just want mods. Okay,
right.
I'm still sticking with Animal Crossing. I'm sorry. That's the look.
You just want to make fruit and eat.
So I would want one of the games that we just haven't heard shit about no more, which is Beyond Good and Evil. Like, please make that game.
Yes.
And then if I had to live in a world, I guess a Star Wars game. Shit, I want powers.
Okay.
Wait. Which Star Wars? Knights of the Old Republic or like Jedi Survivor?
Probably Jedi Survivor.
Oh wow!
And the only reason why I say that is because we on the uptick of coming back. If you're on the good side.
See, one thing though, because you pick Star Wars, right? So but it's a good chance. What if you're not one with the Force? Like, what if you don't have Force powers, or what if you don't? It's like that has to be a stipulation, right? You have to at least have some sort of power.
I mean, what if you in the Cyberpunk world and you broke and you gotta be a hoe?
Get those
I mean, shit.
But it'd be easier in some report to get credit.
But it's cool. It's cool.
Because I'm saying, like, you wouldn't want to do that either. Like, you wouldn't be like, yeah, I'm in it. I'm in still.
But I don't got it.
Yeah, like, nah.
That's a fair point. Okay, fine.
All right, Rangy Ford, did that answer your question? Let me see.
I think I guess we got.
No, we got two more. Two more.
All
right. Okay. Stitch again. A Sega, a Square. I guess he's asking which one we prefer.
Sega.
I would say Sega just because Square Enix getting on my nerves.
That part.
Sega.
Like, y'all can have them.
Sega all day. Sega.
Since they want to act stupid, y'all can have them.
Y'all can, exactly.
You know, that 20-hour movie they just released.
Right.
No comment.
I don't need that to be exclusive.
Yeah, no comment. I'm just saying.
All right, Lady Foxfire. What do you ladies think about people saying they're leaving Twitter for Tumblr or Blue Sky?
Tumblr, but Blue Sky get the Tumblr?
I was just saying.
Some people talk
Tumblr got bought
and they still stay where they at. So don't mind.
They did. Tumblr did get bought out. They're still there. Tumblr is still around. The emo kids still occasionally use it. But it's not as popping as it was because it no longer hosts not safe for work material anymore. So it's not as popping or as like in the public opinion as it used to be. But it's still around. It's still usable. People are still going about it. Blue Sky, I think that's the invite only. And,
right now,
and I am not that special.
It's like it's still early. Oh man, it's like it reminds me of 2017 Twitter. No, 2007. Excuse me. 2007 Twitter. That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah, I mean, with all honesty, I'll be on Twitter until Twitter is no longer a viable place for me to get information out to our followers, right? Yeah. But at the same time, I'm actively looking to transition to other social media platforms.
Yeah, and see, the thing is, transition to the social media platform isn't hard, right? Right. Because you can just have an app on your phone and boom, like it's not like it's. So I don't get it, but we gonna see what play out. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and roll into outros. This is a long. I know we started late, but
food o'clock is hitting. Food
o'clock is definitely hitting. Let's go ahead and get into these outros and get it done. So I guess I'll start with you, Chareece, since you right below me.
All right, everybody. It's your girl Chareece here. I would say you can find me on Twitter, but I'm not totally sure anymore. Give me about a week on that one.
Right.
But just in case, I am on Twitter. I am on I think I'm on Facebook. I'm on TikTok. I on Instagram. So I'm here. And I'm in our Discord lurking as always. Just cause I don't comment does not mean I don't read, cause I do have my funny emojis I be placing on the comments. Yeah, it's your girl Chareece here. Y'all be safe this weekend. It's the 4th of July. Be safe with your fireworks, because I want everybody to be back here next week with all their appendages.
Okay.
We don't want no accidents, none whatsoever. Anyway, y'all have a good weekend, and we'll see y'all next week.
Y'all enjoy the food. All right, you, LBOOGIE.
Same as what Chareece said. Y'all can find me on Twitter. I'm also on Instagram, where a lot of my food and dog pics go. I got a TikTok, but I'm just not on there that active. Make sure y'all follow GWG though on all those avenues. We are there. We're on TikTok. We're on Instagram, doing shorts and whatnot. Thanks to Chareece, she's been doing our shorts. And yeah, be safe out there. It's gonna be a crazy weekend, especially if you live somewhere hot, because people can't act right when it get hot. And give people some grace. You don't know where people coming from, so. And just try to enjoy yourself. If that means sitting in your house playing games and drinking a margarita, do that.
Thanks.
That's it. Y'all have a blessed one, all right?
Yeah. All right, lady, take it. Outro.
I'm streaming tomorrow. Y'all have a great 4th of July.
Are you doing your build? Are you doing are you building a computer? For sure? For real. No delay. No delay.
Wait. Watch she start while I'm in the middle of church.
Right. Also, what time is this happening? And so that I can be on call.
We need a exact, like, we need time.
I think like in the morning. I'm gonna find a couple of videos to have in the background while I build it, and yeah, we're gonna start something on that tomorrow.
Interesting. Okay.
Yo, my earbud.
I'm gonna need like an exact time though, so I can put it in my calendar. You know what I mean? Like,
okay, 12. 12. How's 12 sound?
12 your time. 12 my time.
No, 12 my time.
12 her time. So that's like what? 3 o'clock.
Okay, I'll be at church by then. We good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just hit me up on my YouTube. Thank you so much for coming by, and have a great 4th of July weekend, and have fun and do things, you know?
That's right. Absolutely. And yeah, you all know you can follow me on Twitter's tripping, but usually Delilah_HD on Twitter. You can also catch me on Blue Sky at delilahhd. Everything else is Delilah HD. But anyway, catch y'all on the next one. Thank y'all for rocking out with us, and we'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Bye. Man, Twitter on that bullshit.